Yay, Ken.
Well, I hope the breakfast was better than mayonnaise sandwiches.
I didn't know they were here. I'm going to get a few
That
next
sounds
time.
pretty disgusting, actually.
Hey, I have ketchup on me as a variety.
You know, it's a real privilege for me to be here. I'm really excited about the opportunity to represent Dallas County as well as Collin County. I actually started my involvement in politics helping people run in Dallas County, so I'm really looking forward to getting back into Dallas County and getting to know people better and having the opportunity to represent you. One of the things that I want to say, Craig hit on a lot of the themes that I think are right and correct. I've been in the legislature for 9.5 years. And over the last 3.5 years, I've noticed a significant change. We used to deal with state issues. We never thought much about the federal government. There was money coming back and forth. The federal government was not a part of our daily thought process. Over the last 3.5 years, that is not the case. Whether we're talking about power, whether we're talking about water, whether we're talking about education, whether we're talking about, it doesn't matter. It seems like in every way now, the federal government is involved in state government, state politics. It is having a more and more of an impact on what's going on at the state level. And as much as we're dissatisfied with what's going on with Obamacare, one of the things that I don't know that people have even thought about, it's not just about health care. The fundamental problem with Obamacare is what it's going to do to you individually and to the states. And what it's going to do to the states is it's going to bankrupt the states. Now, we'll be the last to go. We'll be the last standing. But even Texas, as fiscally responsible as we've been, and as much as we've tried to prepare for the future by putting money away, it's going to bankrupt every state in the country. Look at California. They're already in trouble. You add Obamacare to that mix, and I don't see how they survive. So we have the effect on the states, and then individually, your freedoms. If they can tell you that you have to go out and buy health care, then there's nothing that they can't stop you. There's nothing they can't tell you to do. And that means that our Constitution no longer has the meaning that we thought it had. Because the design of the Constitution was to basically put a limit on federal power. It was a box around federal power. It was not a limit on your freedom. It was not a limit on the power of the states. It was designed to limit what the federal government can do. And through the Commerce Clause over the last 70 or 80 years, slowly but surely, the government has started to regulate many, many different things by arguing that it relates to interstate commerce. Well, this is a different step. They're using the Commerce Clause, which is what they're using to regulate health care. They're basically now, instead of just regulating interstate commerce, they're actually coming in and telling you that you have to participate in interstate commerce. Then there's really no limit to what the federal government can do.
That's right.
And so, I know you're hearing this, that this is the most important election of our lifetimes. But being at the state level, I can tell you I believe that's absolutely true. It's absolutely true in so many ways. And if we want to have the same country that we grew up in, we've got to elect solid conservatives, and we've got to get out there and fight for our Republican nominees in all of our offices. So thank you for what you do. I know you guys care about the right things, and I'm looking forward to working with you. And enjoy breakfast and no mayonnaise sandwiches.
Yay! No more progressives!
Thank you, Ken, and I hope you'll take the opportunity to get to know him very well and communicate with him, get to know his staff. Go to them for questions.